Hey friends, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel, Phyrra, where we talk about all things cruelty-free beauty, gothic fashion, and lifestyle. So today's video is going to be about my low buy. To fill you in case you don't read my blog or, reading's not your thing or whatever, I went on a low buy on January 10th. So let me give you a little bit of background why. So in May 2008 is when I started my blog. I started my blog as a creative outlet and a hobby for my love of makeup. So I would basically, when I started blogging, there weren't a lot of people who were blogging about pale skin issues or indie makeup, and that's really kind of what I did. So the OG bloggers from around when I started were Christine from Temptalia, Izzy from Musings of a Muse, Karen from Makeup and Beauty Blog, and then on YouTube right after that, I think I found Cora from Vintage or Tacky and Leisha from X Sparkage. So those are like my people when I think about like the original bloggers. That's who I think about would be those 5 people. And the reason I actually started the low buy is because of my friend Brooke from Blushing Noir. You've heard me mention her a bunch on my blog and on YouTube and everywhere else. She's an awesome person. She was the one who was like, well, why don't you try a low buy? Join me in doing a low buy. And I'm like, all right, I can do this. Part of what sparked this for me is that I'm really sickened and saddened by all of the drama in the makeup community. And I'm not going to lie and tell you it was all sunshine and rainbows in the past, because it wasn't. I mean, I have been following the makeup community and drama with the makeup community since like 2006, 2008, somewhere in there, because I was on LiveJournal's MAC Eyeshadow Sluts, like, group, for lack of a better term, for like years and years and years. So I've known about all different kinds of drama in the makeup community. It just feels like right now, now what I'm seeing happening in addition to just like scummy, scammy owners is more people like more than ever. I feel like brands are looking to take advantage of people, make a quick buck, and then not provide services for them. I wish I could say that stuff like the sauce box membership issues were few and far between, but that's not even the first time I've heard of an issue like that, because there have been all other kinds of issues like that, like the Lisa Frank thing. I've had issues with other brands too, like Orglomics, who threatened to sue me. And there's this issue with Gunas vegan luxury handbags. And apparently they're still sending people to leave messages and comments on my videos and blog posts about how great their products are, rather than doing something about like the issue I had. So yeah, I don't know. I've been sickened and saddened by that. I've been annoyed by the constant churn of limited edition stuff and the push on, FOMO, fear of missing out. And it's just really bugged me. I guess when I first started blogging, like, I didn't receive PR, because who does when you first start? And there's like this expectation when you do start receiving PR that you're going to blog about every single thing that they send you, and you're only going to say positive things. Not every brand is like this, because a press sample is supposed to be your own opinion, whether you talk about it good or bad. But there's a lot of press on bloggers and influencers, especially from skincare brands, to post a review right away within 2 weeks without even using the product. And for most skincare products, you need to try it for at least 4 weeks before you see any results. So I've never liked that. And that constant push from what felt like to me like inauthentic and inauthentically talking about products is actually what had me step away from accepting PR from a lot of brands. Which is all kind of tying into this low buy, I promise. But Urban Decay is actually one of the few brands who's never, ever once pushed me to say anything other than my true feelings about it. They always tell me they want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. With Urban Decay, I always feel comfortable saying, I love this, I hate this, and I know that it's not going to impact me in a negative way. And basically, if other brands, if they send me stuff, if I don't have that same feeling, I don't feature them. I'll just buy their stuff if I want to talk about it, because I just don't want to have like this weird, like, I don't want to deal with a PR person nagging me every 5 minutes, hey, you're going to post. And so, yeah, I don't know. Another reason why I'm doing the makeup low buy is that I just don't have the money to keep purchasing everything that you guys want me to feature. And I feel like with the constant release of product after product after product, and I tried to buy to keep up with stuff last year, and I spent way too much money on stuff I didn't have time to even feature. So it's just like, I can't do that again. It's just, no, it's not good. Additionally, like, I don't want to go into credit card debt for makeup, and that's part of why I'm doing this, is because to keep up with all of the releases, I would have to go into credit card debt. And I don't want to do that. I don't think that's responsible. I don't think anybody should go into credit card debt for makeup or fashion or anything. Like, if you need it and it's a necessity, that's one thing. But for me, it's not. Like, this is all luxury, so it's not a necessity. So I'm just like, I'm not going to go into debt over this. Another reason would be because makeup has been my hobby and passion for, since 2008, and it's 2020. I have spent I've spent thousands of dollars on makeup, and that's great, but I don't want to continue to spend thousands of dollars on makeup. I want to be able to plan to take more trips overseas, like to Scotland, like I did for Jen's wedding. Click over here if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. I also want to have more money for tattoos, like my darling bat. If you want to know the story behind my bat and all of the rest of my tattoos, click over here because I'll insert a link to go have you check that out. Okay, so now we're getting down towards like the other really big reason. Of course, I want to save money. I want to have money for other things. That is a big motivation for my low buy. But the other big thing is I want to be encouraged to shop my stash more. You know, I've been doing the brandless tutorials. Those are going really well. I'll put a link over here so you can check one of those out in case you haven't. But it encourages me to, you know, just say, hey, grab a black eyeshadow. Hey, grab a blue eyeshadow, and start putting looks together so it can be more about the fun and the makeup and the artistry and using what you have on hand rather than going out to buy the next big palette that released. Basically, I feel like I went on this low buy to encourage me to shop my stash more and to use up what I have and to save money, all of those reasons. Also, like I touched on, because I'm tired of like the push and limited edition thing and the FOMO, fear of missing out. Like you feel pushed to buy something and you don't even know if it's going to be good. And a lot of those limited edition releases have just been shit. Like brands have been pumping out low quality shit, and I don't want to encourage it by buying more of it. I'm obviously still accepting PR from brands that I believe in and brands that are not going to put undue pressure on me to make positive false reviews. So you can expect to still see me review things from PR. So you'll see, you know, primarily I get PR from like Urban Decay. They're like one of the few brands I accept PR from. I'll accept PR from Urban Decay, Clove and Hollow, Milk, basically just brands that I use a lot that I believe in. I would love, I would love to be getting PR from brands like Black Moon Cosmetics, who you know I'm absolutely obsessed with. I've bought almost every single highlighter that they made. I've bought a ton of their liquid lipsticks, really good stuff like that. I'm definitely glad that I never became a full-time blogger, because I would starve if I was having to rely off of the money that I made from my blog to pay for my house, pay for my car, all of that. No, I would have been starving in the street. Okay, so let me tell you my makeup low buy rules. Number one, I have to swatch everything that is similar to what I'm lusting after to see if it's worthwhile for me to buy it. If things are too similar, then I need to skip it. Number two, I'm allowed to replenish daily staples when they're gone. So like whenever I run out of skincare or mascara, I can repurchase it. It's not a problem. And right now I'm actually trying to go through all of my mascara samples and mascara minis so that I can use up what I have. Number three, I can replace products that I pan, but a replacement doesn't have to be an exact match, but it should be like the same category. So like if it's a highlighter, I can buy another highlighter. Products that I destash do not count as panning. I think that's important because I do give I've given away a ton of makeup. You can ask all of my friends. I give my makeup away to my friends because I'm like, yeah, I don't need this. You might like this. I think this will be a better fit for you. It's not really a good fit for me. Next to my list of rules is I'm allowed to shop 3 times max. If I don't use those 3 times, whatever I haven't used rolls over to the next month. The next rule is I have to tell you if I break my low buy, so I have to confess. The next rule is products bought with Ulta points don't count. And then finally, I'm going to reevaluate my low buy, how I'm doing, how I feel about it on April 2nd, 2020. So during the month of January, I went on my low buy on January 10th. Here's what I purchased after I started my low buy. Number one, I purchased from Kristin Lee Cosmetics. I purchased several of their Glimmer Gels, the Halloween Havoc set, and then like the Mermaid Dreaming or Hypnotic Mermaid Fantasies highlighter. None of this has arrived yet, so once it gets here, I'm going to be very excited, but because they're a small indie brand, they sell on Etsy, like I don't even think I can leave them a review on their products until the 7th, so they haven't shipped yet. So the second company that I ordered from was Sydney Grace Co., and I ordered their Enduring Love Palette in Light, which is back ordered, so it's not here yet, and then I also ordered 3 singles, which are here. Number 3 on my list for my third purchase of the month that I was allowed was Lime Crime's Prelude Palette, and their Matte Velveteen Lipstick in Peacock. These guys right here. I love this palette so much. I have been using it like crazy. I've done 3 step-by-step picture tutorials with it so far. I'll probably do a couple more. I really love the color scheme because you've got like a deep teal matte here, a deep teal shimmer here, an iridescent teal duochrome. This is like a white gold duochrome. This is a light peachy beige nude. This is a really blingy gold. this is like a rose gold coppery color, and then this is like a deep purple. If you mix these two colors together, you get a deep blue toned purple. So yeah, this palette has a lot of stuff going on that I really like about it, and I've had a lot of fun with it, so I have zero regrets over purchasing this. And it's 100% vegan. So the last order that I placed during the month of January was from Ulta, and I used Ulta points to buy this entire order. So let me just run through what I bought. I bought 2 micro eyeshadow brushes from NYX. This is, I think, the, what is this? The micro smudge? No, this is the micro detail brush, and this is the micro smudge brush. So I bought both of these. These are great. I'm gonna probably buy more of the NYX micro line. It is an excellent line. I really, really have liked all of the NYX brushes that I've bought, and they have sent me a couple in PR, not these, but I've liked those as well. So the NYX brushes are a good alternative for you at Ulta if you're looking to buy some new brushes. And I had purchased another of the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara before I decided I should just try and use up all of my empties, so that's why this is here. I bought one of the CoverGirl Cream True Ships Shadow Stick things, and I don't know what shade it is, and I can't remember, so I can't show it to you. But I bought that also so that I could get the free makeup bag, which just says I tend to lash out or something like that, from CoverGirl, and it has the CoverGirl cruelty free with the leaping bunny on it. That is, I wanted to get this free makeup bag, so that's why the other reason I got the CoverGirl stuff, because I was like, oh yes, makeup bag, I like that, that's cute. And I bought 5 of the LA Girl, these are, what are they called? Glimmer Magic Shimmer Shifting Lip Colors. So basically they're like duochrome matte liquid lipsticks. They are one color, and then they have glitter that comes out when you press your lips together. Lots of brands do this. This formula isn't particularly comfortable. The colors are really pretty. And I think the colors I have are Hypnotic, Starry Night, Rocket, Glitterati, Glitz. So, pretty nude one, like a pinky lavender. This sort of, I think this is a berry color. Purple, and then like a blue-black. I also picked up the Nabla Cutie palette, which is adorable. The LA Girl Super Bright Eyeliner is awesome. It is like my perfect lower waterline eye brightening shade right now. I also got the Ardell False Lash Cleaning Kit, so I can clean my false lashes better. Then I also picked up the NYX Cosmetics Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, like basically eyeshadow palette for the show. And it's not like the color story spoke to me. I just got it because I'm a huge fan of the show. And I have a review for this palette on my blog. I'll link it up here or in the description box down below in case I'm out of links to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly with this. This palette does have several shades, 5 eyeshadows that are not eye safe, that you're not supposed to use on or near the eyes. And I really feel like this should have been on Ulta's website before I purchased this, so that I knew that there were 5 shades. Additionally, the 5 shades that are not eye safe, it really pisses me off that they're not eye safe because of the fact that those colors can be made eye safe. So they could have chosen to use colors that were eye safe, and they could have made it vegan or whatever, but they didn't. They just chose to use random low quality ingredients, and it just really bothered me. So I do think this is a really cool palette if you're a collector. And I'm not gonna lie, the other reason I bought this is just so I could get the makeup bag, because I wanted the makeup bag. I have like a big makeup bag collection, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I just love them. And I think it's just because it's fun to switch them out in my purse. So I bet you're wondering, like, now after hearing like my background as to like how I got into blogging and who the OG bloggers are and why I'm doing a makeup low buy and all, I bet you're wondering, how did I handle the first month? And I'll have to tell you, the first month was a little hard. There was probably about, I didn't keep a total and I should have, but there was probably about $300 worth of makeup that I thought about buying. I thought about impulse buying and I didn't. So it's definitely been good for me to not be making these impulse purchases. It's basically helped me to go, do I really need this item? Can I really justify this? Is it unique enough to add it to my collection? And like for me with the Lime Crime Prelude palette, I'm like, oh hell yeah, this was great to add to my collection because it's got a lot of versatility. Like I can basically create this just beautiful 3 eyeshadow look with Genesis and Saturn and Seafoam and be really happy with how it looks. So yeah, I love this. I kind of love the color story and everything. I'm still not a fan of, oh my God, this headpiece is driving me nuts. It's not staying on. It's like it's never gonna stay on. Let's see if it'll stay a little better like this. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of just how big and bulky the packaging is, but otherwise I like the colors. So what I have noticed is I think that number 1, it definitely is helping me save money. Number 2, I haven't felt like my creativity has been stifled in the slightest. In fact, if anything, I felt like I've been more creative, because for me to bust out like 3 tutorials in 2 days with one palette, I feel pretty good about that in my creativity level. So yeah, I feel like overall, so far, I'm really enjoying doing a low buy. I'm having fun going through my collection. The 3 purchases that I made, I feel like they were well thought out and well made purchases. The purchase with points from Ulta, like, this is okay. I think it's actually a pretty good palette. I think it's going to be really, really flattering on skin tones that are deeper than mine. I love the makeup bag, but I don't know. I don't think I would have purchased the NYX palette without, like, yeah, I definitely wouldn't have purchased the NYX palette without having spent points on it. I wouldn't have spent the money on it. So I like that it's making me think a lot more about my purchases. So anyway, if you are doing a low buy or you're interested in learning more about low buys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about the purchases that I did choose to make? I know that the only one you probably heard about was the Sydney Grace one, because the other 2 were definitely, like, one was permanent collection and the other one's just new release. So yeah, anyway, I'm curious to know what you have to think. If you are wondering what to watch next, check over here, because I'm going to tell you to check out my review of the entire Milk makeup line. I love their makeup and skincare products. I've been using a ton of them. They've become a go-to brand for me. So I would say check out this review, because I first started using them in 2016, and I take you through every single product that I've ever bought and tried from them. I would also tell you to check out one of my brandless makeup tutorials over here, because people have been loving those. And if you are looking for something to tell you a little bit more about me, why don't you watch one of my older videos? This is not your average beauty guru or something like that tag. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.